On this edition of the program, a look at the convenience of MARC Rail as a means of travel to Washington for a day of sightseeing and family fun, including the upcoming Cherry Blossom Festival. We'll introduce you to a long-serving Metro Transit employee dedicated to exceptional customer service. We've got a behind-the-scenes look at a new MARC train yard, which is making a difference in MARC service. And finally, we'll introduce you to two dedicated transit employees who help keep transit moving each and every day, all right here. If you've ever spent a day in our nation's capital, you know there's so much to see and do. With spring and the annual Washington Cherry Blossom activities not far off, Washington, D.C. is the perfect place to visit for a day of family fun. And it's only a MARC train ride away. Here with a look at some of the places and sights to see in D.C. on your springtime visit is Cheryl Crowell of Cultural Tourism D.C. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Okay, well, we've got to wait for people to get there. They can just take the MARC train
That's
over
right.
to D.C. So what's to see? What's to see there this spring?
We've got lots of things to see in Washington, D.C. As you know, you take the MARC train into Union Station. Starting with Union Station, you can go look at federal monuments. Quick walk over to the U.S. Capitol. The Capitol Visitor Center is fantastic. They've got great cafeteria. You can arrange for a tour there. You can also start at Union Station what is called a D.C. Neighborhood Heritage Trail. It's a walking tour of the 8th Street neighborhood, which is right behind Union Station. And actually, Cultural Tourism D.C., it was founded to create these trails. We've got 15 of them in all the neighborhoods of D.C., so it's free. It's a great way to get to know the city, whether you want to visit U Street, which has the famed Ben's Chili Bowl. Everybody knows about Ben's Chili Bowl since Exactly. Since President Obama visited there, tourist bus just roll up to Ben's Chili Bowl.
You know, and we may get back to more of that, but tell me, to go back a minute, how many people visit D.C. each year?
Oh, we get close to 19 million.
Wow. And what's most popular to see in D.C.?
Well, obviously, because it's the nation's capital, a lot of people come to see the federal monuments. And the number one monument that they go see, or I should say federal institution, is the National Museum of American History. Oh. That gets about 7.6 million visitors a year. The Lincoln Memorial gets about 6.2. And so then the numbers go down, but the Smithsonian, which is a collection of museums, and the National Zoo, all told, it's about 30 million that go to see those sites.
Wow, that's impressive. And I think it's important to emphasize that these are family opportunities.
Absolutely.
There's something for the entire family
Absolutely.
At these locations.
Absolutely. The museums, National Air and Space Museum is the second most visited, and of course lots of children enjoy that. The National Building Museum is really a museum about buildings and architecture, and they always have great activities for students. They actually 2 Saturdays ago had a drone demonstration, and so a lot of kids went there for that. But you can go to that museum during the week and see school classes there. Wow. Because they just do a lot of things around children. Most of the museums in the city do, though. And of course, there's the Children's Museum is moving back to the city as well, so you'll be able to do that.
Sounds great. I'll take, you mentioned during the week, so I'm going to take another opportunity to plug MARC service, because you can not only ride MARC on weekends, but also during the week.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, you mentioned the museums, the other attractions. Are there discounted packages for a family?
Well, what's great about DC is everything there that a family would want to do is free.
That's a great discount.
That's the best discount there is.
It is.
The federal monuments and museums are all free. There are some other museums like the Museum, which you can do a family package on that. But there's also, as is the case in most major cities, an entertainment discount book. I've forgotten the name of it, I apologize. But yes, you can do that. And a lot of times you get a discount if you're military. For DC residents, we'll get a discount too sometimes.
Okay.
But it's different packages, sure,
Yeah,
absolutely.
last time we were there, the family and I, we did museum, and we did one that I'd never heard of. Is it the Spy Museum?
The Spy Museum.
A lot of fun.
Yep.
You know, when
Yep.
you get to James Bond riding a vehicle and
Yep.
all of that kind of stuff. So a lot of fun, a lot of stuff to do in DC. Hopefully by the time people watch this, it won't be snowing anymore. So are we looking for, are the cherry blossoms going to come out this year?
Of course. That kicks in. The National Cherry Blossom Festival this year is March 20th through April 12th. And it is the celebration of the 600 cherry trees that were given to our country by Japan. It kicks off with a peak tie party on March 19th.
Okay.
At the Ronald Reagan Building, which is a fabulous facility for such events. So you could take the train over for that event too and come back that evening, or decide to stay at one of our lovely hotels. We appreciate that too, because there are hotel packages for the Cherry Blossom Festival too.
That's wonderful. Now, and if you come over, of course, you'll ride MARC over.
Of course.
Everybody, you heard that.
Of
You'll
course.
ride MARC over. Now, there are tour mobiles and things like that that can drive you around once you get there?
Yes, from it again, you're going to arrive in DC at Union Station, so you'll be able to walk right out front and get on Old Town Trolley or big bus tours. But I live there, so I think it's great just to get on the subway and just explore the city. Go to plan your trip and just get on the subway and go wherever you want to go in DC. It's so easy. It's a very walkable city. It's one of the most walkable cities in the country. We have lots of bicycle. We have the bike share. We have Bike and Roll, which is also at Union Station. You can just jump on a bicycle as well, but it's walkable. You can walk almost anywhere
That's
there.
great. I'm glad you mentioned the Metro. They'll appreciate that. Talk to me, where do people get specific information on everything to do in DC, even on your organization?
Well, Cultural Tourism DC publishes each week a newsletter. If you go onto our site, which is culturaltourismdc.org, you can sign up for that events newsletter. Comes out every Thursday morning, tells you everything that's going on for the next 7 days related to arts, culture, history, and just fun things in DC. Washington.org is Destination DC's website, and that is our official Convention and Visitors Bureau. There's also, if you just want to do walking tours, there's WashingtonWalks.com, which is also a great site. And of course, for the Cherry Blossom Festival, there's NationalCherryBlossomFestival.org.
Okay.
And that's weeks of activity.
Weeks of activities. It sounds really exciting. Earlier, you were talking about the neighborhoods, and sounded like you really wanted to emphasize this neighborhood tour or these neighborhoods that people can see.
Right.
Just as we begin to close, just one more plug. What's that all about again?
Well, Cultural Tourism DC was founded to really help people move from the federal city to the local city.
Okay.
DC has over 630,000 residents. We all live in some pretty great neighborhoods.
That's great. That's a good point.
One of the wonderful things about these neighborhoods is we have a lot of different cuisines and ethnic groups in our neighborhoods. We have a lot of history in our neighborhoods and humanities and great architecture. So Cultural Tourism DC really started putting walking trails. These are self-guided trails. The guidebooks are available on the website. We also have printed ones that we can send to you if you'd like, but it gives you an opportunity to explore Adams Morgan, Columbia Heights, U Street, even downtown DC. We'll be opening 2 more this year, one in Anacostia, one in another up-and-coming neighborhood called LaDroit Bloomingdale. And it's just a lot of fun. It's great to go out and just see the city, get to know the city.
You've given us a lot of information. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Ms. Cheryl Crowell say the name of the organization one more time.
Cultural Tourism DC.
Cultural Tourism DC. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.